What's going on, everyone? Matt here for the Matt Film Show. Welcome guys back to a brand new video. If you guys are new here, make sure to leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you guys like it. Let's get right into it. And today's video is going to be something different. No reviews today, or in this video I should say. But I want to discuss Disney, the Walt Disney Company as a whole, as a company as a whole. Disney has been failing in the box office. They have been failing in the parks. They have just been failing everywhere. Disney is not the same anymore. This year alone has not been good in the film business side of things with Disney. Majority of their Disney films have failed at the box office. The first one being, if I remember, was Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. You guys, I did do my review on that movie, and it's not the best movie. I wasn't a big fan of Quantumania. I could care less about that movie. I only saw it once, just so I could do my review on it, and ever since that, I only watched it once or twice on Disney Plus. And I watched it once to do my review, and like two times, I think, like the total of 3 times on Disney Plus, and I have not touched the movie again. I have zero plans of watching Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. I had very high hopes for that movie. I was very hyped for Ant-Man. Kang was coming. They promised Kang was going to be this big bad guy and everything. It was not like that. MODOK, the CGI in MODOK was just trash completely. The whole CGI in Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania was not even great. That's one of the complaints that Marvel needs to do, is just fix their stupid CGI. The CGI in the MCU is not great. It's not good. That's one of the criticisms that I think that they need to fix in the MCU. There's a lot of things that Disney needs to fix in the MCU, and that's one of them, is the CGI. So that failed. I believe the next movie after Ant-Man from Disney was Guardians of the Galaxy Vol. 3. I might be wrong. I can't remember at the top of my head. What was the other Disney movie? I don't think there was one in April or March. But I believe it was Volume 3, which they did. Guardians of the Galaxy 3 was such a very, very good movie. I really loved Volume 3. A great send-off to the original team. Obviously, in the end, there's a new team in the end. James Gunn just knows how to do it. You know what I mean? I think James Gunn is literally the only savior right now in the MCU in terms of the movies. With Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I love James Gunn, and I can't wait to see what he does with DC. Very talented writer, very talented director. I very much love to James Gunn. So shout out to James Gunn for that. So that was in May. Little Mermaid, there we go. Little Mermaid came out after Guardians. I've seen was reading an article where they considered the Little Mermaid a failure. So apparently the Little Mermaid failed. I believe it reached over $500 and something million. So I've read an article as well. The Little Mermaid barely made it profitable. Barely, by a little. So I guess it is profitable, but another article I saw was considered a failure. So I do not know. I saw the movie. I reviewed it. It was alright. You know what I mean? It's not the best remake. It's a way better one in a sense. Like, it is decent. You know what I mean? Not gonna lie, but it's not the top best live action remake from Disney. But so there's that. In April, they released Peter Pan and Wendy on Disney Plus. Yeah, that movie was so-so. It wasn't that great. So that was that. Little Mermaid. In June, they released Elemental, which I really enjoyed Elemental, and Elemental suffered a lot. You know what I mean? Elemental came out when a lot of movies were coming out at that time. I think at the time when Elemental came out, they came out with Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, came out Transformers, Rise of the Beast came out around that time. The Flash, I believe, came out the same day as Elemental. Um, so it was just June and July was such a, and I believe in August as well, such a crowded month for movies. And I think Elemental suffered. And it's sad because Elemental was actually really good. I actually quite enjoyed Elemental. I actually enjoyed this love story, right? With Ember and Wade. It's a very, very good Pixar movie. Very, very surprised because I came out disappointed with Lightyear wasn't that great to me, and it's just sad to see that Elemental suffered, and I believe they considered Elemental profitable. I do not know. I think Elemental was barely profitable, just how Little Mermaid was considered barely profitable, and Elemental just reached over $400 million, which is great. You know what I mean? But I think this movie could have gone a little bit more. I just think Disney right now is just like no one really cared about Elemental, which sucks because Elemental was I actually quite enjoyed it. And then at the end of June we got, of course, Indiana Jones with Dial of Destiny, which the fifth and final film with Indiana Jones, the return of Harrison Ford as Indiana Jones, and I quite enjoyed it. I really enjoyed Indiana Jones Dial of Destiny. I enjoyed it way more than I did of Crystal Skull, but I quite find enjoying it. Was it a proper send off? Was it a very excellent send off to Indiana Jones' character? No, but I did have some quite fun with it. It is sad to see that a lot of people, you know what I mean, did not enjoy Dial of Destiny, and Indiana Jones suffered a lot and lost Disney a lot of money. Considered a major flop for the company, which is sad to see. But every film is subjective. I'm sure a lot of people enjoyed Indiana Jones like me, but I enjoyed it, and I know a lot of people hated this film. But hey, it is what it is. I enjoyed it, and that's how it is in films. Some people love stuff that other people dislike, and I enjoyed Dial of Destiny. It is what it is. So that suffered a lot. So they lost a lot of money with Disney. Just spent, I believe they spent over $400 million on the movie, or a little less, for like 390 million or around 400 million. So they spent quite a lot for this movie. I believe Indiana Jones is one of the most expensive films of this year. I believe one of them was Fast 10, which lost the studio a lot of money as well for Universal. So it is what it is, and so that's Indiana Jones. I think this, then Haunted Mansion, which wasn't that bad. It was decent. It was whatever. I was never a big fan of Haunted Mansion from the beginning. I just watched it just so I could make a review for it, and I don't think it was a bad film. I just think that it could have been done better. You know what I mean? But that one lost Disney a lot of money as well with Haunted Mansion. And I think that's the last Disney movie that came out recently was a Haunted Mansion. I think the next Disney movie to come out, I'm trying to think off the top of my head, I believe it's a Haunting and Haunting in Venice from 20th Century, and I believe that one comes out in September. So that's obviously it's under Disney. It's a Disney movie because it's under 20th Century. So they have that one coming out. I believe it's in September that movie comes out. I do not know if they have a movie coming out in October. I believe, I think it comes out in October or November. Disney also has another 20th century movie called Let's Go Win. It's like a soccer movie or something like that. Looks very interesting. I might go check that one out as well. But I believe that one's in September or in October. I believe it's in October. It might be in September. But I do know for a fact that Haunting in Venice is in September. Both Haunting in Venice and Next Go Wins is both 20th Century Studios films. It's a division under Walt Disney Company. Marvels comes out in the Marvels comes out in November. Marvels, I think it's gonna, they just delayed Dune. Warner Bros. Just delayed Dune because of the strikes. So the Marvels might have a lot of IMAX because I believe Dune took a lot of the IMAX screenings because of Dune. They wanted to release Dune in IMAX, and I guess they were planning on delaying the Marvels, so because of the IMAX screenings, because they wanted the Marvels to be in IMAX or something like that. But since Dune got delayed to, I believe, March of next year, they might move up Marvels that might move up to to not in October, but maybe a little bit towards the beginning of November, so they could get the IMAX screening. So I guess they saved, Disney got saved, and they could release the Marvels and more IMAX screen. I don't think that one's gonna do good. I don't think a lot. I did not quite enjoy Captain Marvel, the first one. I wasn't a big fan of the first Captain Marvel. I know Brie Larson has a lot of hate. Um, she's the Captain Marvel character is not. I'm not a really big fan of the character, to be honest. But I am excited for the Marvels. So I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you guys. Um, I really do love Miss Marvel. A lot of people slept on that show, man. A lot of people slept on the Marvels, Miss Marvel, I should say, the show on Disney Plus. I really love that show, man. Really enjoyed it. Love the family dynamic. I love the character. But like I said, a lot of people slept on that show. That the Marvels kind of looks like a season 2 of Miss Marvel. Season 2. Does not look like a sequel to Captain Marvel. It does look like a season 2 of the Marvels. Miss Marvel, I should say. But we have to wait and see. Hopefully it's not. I'm not really that big of a team up films in the MCU. You know what I mean? I don't know, understand why a lot of these films have to have a team up film. I just wish that when characters have their own solo films, that's why I wasn't a big fan of the Tom Holland Spider-Man films. I do not understand why they were trying to make Spider-Man the Iron Man Jr. Why Nick Fury had to show up in Far From Home. You know what I mean? I kind that's why I kind of enjoyed Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire when it's just pure Spider-Man and on his own and trying to figure out him on his own. That's what I love about Spider-Man. But I did enjoy No Way Home and Far From Home and Homecoming. That was just my criticism on that trilogy. So I don't understand why the Marvels had to be a team up film. It is what it is. Nick Fury comes back. Miss Marvel comes back. Monica Rambeau becomes Photon or whatever character. I don't even know, to be honest. Um, the bad guy for the Marvels is Kree, or I don't even know her name. At this point I do not know. I'm not that big fan of it, but I not that hyped for the Marvels. I'm just excited to see the continuation of Miss Marvel character. But by looking at the trailers, it does look like it's a sequel, a season 2 of the Marvels. Hopefully, Miss Marvel. Hopefully, it's not. It does feel like it. So that's that. I believe that's it for Disney this year. Next year, Disney has a lot of controversy right now. A lot of controversy with Snow White. They're getting so much hate with Snow White right now. Number one, with them erasing, getting rid of the 7 dwarfs, replacing it with 7 magical creatures, which I think is stupid. Rachel Zegler is attacking the movie, talking crap about the movie. Gal Gadot, she's doing a good job. She's staying quiet. Gal Gadot, with all this press for Snow White, Gal Gadot is playing that evil queen, by the way. She's playing that evil queen. Rachel Zegler, she just needs to shut up. She needs to shut her mouth. Like, all she's doing is complaining. All she does is, in every interview of Snow White, is all complaining. Well, there's no prince this time around, you know what I mean? Well, she's not going to be saved by true love. You know what I mean? Like shut up, Rachel Zegler. You know what I mean? I guess kind of like a stalker or something. I don't even know at this point. The movie is not gonna. It's not 1937 anymore. It's not 1937. This is a new story of Snow White. Shut up, Rachel Segler. Shut your mouth. You need to stop, Rachel Segler. Just stop talking about the stupid Snow White. Just shut your mouth. That's it. Just shut your mouth. All you do is just complain. It's like, you know what? If you do not like the Snow White movie, if you didn't want to be part of it, then why did you want to be part of a stupid movie? Why did you sign up to be part of Snow White? If all you do is complain, every interview she complains about a stupid movie. Just shut your mouth. No one wants to hear you anymore. Just shut your mouth, Rachel Segler. Shut your mouth. Snow White's gonna fail. Snow White's gonna fail. Another big loss for Disney. Snow White. Look, at the end of the day, we have not seen the movie, right? The movie doesn't come out till March of next year. If it comes out because of the strikes, it depends. The movie, Disney's getting so much hate for this movie. Disney knows. No one cares about Snow White. Everything on TikTok, every social media is talking crap about Snow White. Talking crap about Rachel Segler and her stupid remarks about the movie. That she needs to shut her mouth. If I was Disney, look, they're going to take an L with Snow White. They're going to take a big L. They know they are. They're not making no money off this movie. This movie, I'm sorry. Hey, you know what? By all means, this might be a very, very good live action remake, and it might be great. That's great. Who knows, right? But the sound of it is, everybody hates this. Everybody's hating the movie because of the comments of Snow White, the changes and everything. I understand, guys. We have not watched the movie. There's no reason to hate a movie when we have not seen nothing about the movie. We do not even know. We have not seen a trailer. We have not seen the first look. We have not seen the movie in general. So there's no way, there's no reason to hate on this movie. But at the same time, when these reports that keep coming out, it's just getting like, just put this on Disney Plus. The Disney Plus numbers are going down. So many people are unsubscribing from Disney Plus. They're raising the prices of Disney Plus. Disney Plus now pays over $10.99 a month without ads. I think that's without ads, or without ads. And I think with ads, it's a little bit cheaper. It's like $8.99. I don't even know, but I think without ads, it's $10.99. Expensive. I think at the end of this year, they're going to combine Disney Plus and Hulu into one app or something like that. I don't even know. Disney's also being forced to buy the remainder portion of Hulu from Universal. And it's not going to be cheap. I know Universal ain't going to give Hulu to Disney for $10 million. They're going to make Disney pay a lot. There are also rumors of Disney being sold to Apple buying Disney. You know what I mean? You know what? At this point, I'm like, if Apple buys Disney, or whoever buys Disney, even if they're even being sold, it does look like it by these days. I've never thought that I would see a company like Disney fall. Very successful company fall. I love Disney since I was a kid. I've seen all their animated films, the live action remakes, the Pixar movies, the MCU movies, the Star Wars movies, Indiana Jones, Avatar. And it's just sad to see that a company like that who was successful. They used to have billion-dollar movies after billion after billion after billion-dollar movies. 99% of almost all our movies in the last couple of years were all billion after billion after billion after billion. And now this year or last year, it's been failure after failure after failure. maybe one or two successes, but the rest are failures. This is not great for the company. It's not great for Disney. You know what I mean? It's very sad to see. I was waiting 15 years for Indiana Jones to come back. I love Indiana Jones to the die. I love Indiana Jones. I really do love this character, this franchise. I've waited 15 years watching Indiana Jones. They came back with the fifth and final one, and like I said, I quite enjoyed them. You know what I mean? But it's just no one cared. No one cared, and no one cared about this 15-year wait for Indiana Jones. No one cares. I've waited 30 years, or no, well, not me, but for a new Star Wars movie. And they destroyed Star Wars. They destroyed Indiana Jones. And they destroyed Star Wars. Obi-Wan Kenobi on Disney Plus was trash. Book of Boba Fett, trash. Mandalorian was great. Andor was great. Ahsoka is starting off okay. It's alright. But the MCU is trash. You got Disney that's failing, Pixar, Marvel Studios, Lucasfilm. I just do not. Disney right now is just like Bob Iger. I love Bob Iger. Bob Iger did such an amazing job with Disney back when he ran it. He bought Pixar. He bought Marvel. He bought Lucasfilm. He bought Indiana Jones. He bought Star Wars. He bought 20th Century Studios. He bought Avatar. When he used to run it, he did such an amazing job running the company. I think he retired from CEO. They brought the stupid Bob Chapek. Hate that guy. Every single time I mention him, just pisses me off talking about Bob Chapek, who ruined the stupid company. A lot of what's happening with Disney has to do with stupid Bob Chapek for running the stupid damn company. Hated that guy. He did not even last as a CEO. They fired him and they brought back Bob Iger. I was so excited. Bob Iger's you know what? Bob Iger's back. He's going to save Disney. Blah, blah, blah. And guess what? He didn't. Disney's not doing great. Bob Iger is barely realizing that the MCU is garbage. It's trash. You know what? We need to release less content for Marvel. We need to release less content for Star Wars. Right? We need to, to lower the content. You know what I mean? That's what we need to do. That's why I made a video talking about how the MCU needs to be rebooted. Because I don't think that the MCU is going to last as long anymore. And I'm a big fan. I've been a fan of the MCU for the past 15 years. I wanted to succeed. But it's not succeeding because you got failure after failure after failure. The one part I explained why the MCU needs to be rebooted, and I explained that one of the reasons why it's failing is because of the stupid Disney Plus shows that are trash, and a lot of not only because it's trash, but it has given them a lot more work to work on. They did such a great job when it was just pure movies. When they released 3 movies a year, they did such a great job. Now they're releasing 4 plus movies now, 8 Disney Plus shows a year, and it's not working out for them. I explained on my MCU why they need to be rebooted. I explained and how I'm not excited for Deadpool 3. I am not excited for Avengers King Dynasty. I am not excited for Fantastic Four or Mutants or X-Men or whatever they call it, or Avengers Secret Wars. You think I'm excited for them? I'm not excited for them. I should be. Because I'm a big Marvel fan. I love Avengers. I love Endgame. I love Infinity War. I love the first one. I'm a big Avengers fanboy. I love the MCU. I should be excited for King Dynasty. I should be excited for a new iteration of X-Men and Fantastic Four for the return of Deadpool and all that. I should be, but I'm not. Because look at how the decline of the MCU has been. You guys get what I'm trying to say? So, a lot of things needs to be fixed in this company. The live action remakes for them they need to stop making these. And I've explained why partially I believe that I enjoy them, why I think that they should continue making them. I did make a video talking about the remakes, why I don't mind them. But like, it's okay to change a little bit of the story. I understand they don't want to make it the same thing as the animated films. I understand that. But changing the whole story is not the best thing to do. Keeping the same story how it is, great. Just do like little minor changes, not big changes. But all they've been doing is making big changes. It's Snow White. No Prince. Right? Because he's a stalker. No True Love. No Seven Dwarfs. No this, no that, no that. Mulan. I love the animated Mulan. I hated the live action remake of Mulan. I can't stand watching that movie. There was no music. There was no Mushu the Dragon. Okay? There was no part where she was training. They removed all that. I did not mind The Little Mermaid, but I'm not gonna watch that movie again. I'm not gonna watch it. It was decent. It was a much better version of, right? A much better one, but it wasn't. It's all right. Peter Pan and Wendy wasn't. It was all right. It wasn't that great. You know what I mean? And Disney just needs to realize that they just need to fix the company, man. They need to be sold. Someone needs to go in. Apple needs to right away just go ahead and buy this company. Or Bob Iger needs to step up and be the Bob Iger that he was years ago. Be the Bob Iger that he was years ago. Go back and be Bob Iger. The legendary Bob Iger. Be the legendary Bob Iger. Be Bob Iger needs to come back and be the legend. Needs to be the Disney savior. Needs to be the legend king, the Disney king. But he's not. I was wrong. You know what I mean? Disney, I do not know, guys. This might be like, oh man, I hate Disney now. No, I love Disney. I just do not like the direction that the company has been going. I do not like how Bob Iger has been taking the company. First things first, I really do hope that Rachel Zegler shuts her mouth up. I'm sick and tired of her talking about this stupid movie. Just shut your mouth, Rachel. Rachel Zegler needs to shut her mouth. They need to change the MCU. If they can't change it, they need to reboot it. They're rebooting DC. Reboot the MCU. They need to fix Lucasfilm. They need to fire Kathleen Kennedy. Kathleen Kennedy running this stupid company, running the Lucasfilm is the most sick and